in Clay Hall over here. Clay Hall, he's going to get us ready for the game. Clay, what are the analysts saying about the game tonight?
I'll tell you, Ben, everybody's got a take on this one, and there are a ton of experts in the Crescent City. There's no question about that. Tonight I'm tapping into some of the most knowledgeable football minds anywhere, including a Hall of Fame coach and the man who will call the game on ESPN. Over 400 credentialed media covering the Sugar Bowl. Former Notre Dame coach Lou Holtz coached against Nick Saban and mentored Urban Meyer.
They're very evenly matched. I think that had Barrett been eligible, I don't know how well Cardale Jones will perform, but I think Ohio State matches up very well with Alabama.
Former Kent State, Kansas, and Minnesota head coach Glenn Mason now works for the Big Ten Network.
I think the big X factor in this game is how is Ohio State's defense going to play. Alabama plays solid defense this year. They've opened up the offense with Lane Kiffin as the offensive coordinator. Tremendous wide receiver in Amari Cooper.
Former Penn State quarterback Todd Blackledge will call the game on ESPN.
I think they're built like an SEC team. I think Urban kind of had that blueprint when he went there. And so even though they are down to their third quarterback, they've had a whole month to get him ready, like a whole spring football season. So I think Ohio State will be very competitive.
Do you think they can cover Amari Cooper? To me, he's the game breaker.
Well, the thing about Amari Cooper, to stop him, you have to intercept the snap from center, because they're going to hit those little swing passes out there, and he's going to run 25 yards. Yeah.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see if Amari Cooper can get loose and run for some touchdowns. You wanted to talk about Cardale. This kid's a little bit on the spot.
Yes.
And I'm not sure he knows it.
Well, you know what? I think he knows it. I think he's ready for the challenge. But this game is one scenario. I think he has another scenario that's going in his head, and it kind of reminds me of Carlos Hyde's situation. Mm-hmm. I mean, he came in. I know he made the comment on Twitter. There's been some things that Urban has been very, very open with as far as his attitude and some certain things. I think this is a reset button. And I think that he has the swag, but he has the attitude even that's needed for this type of game. J.T. Bear has a different type of personality. Even Braxton Miller has a different type of personality. Something about him coming from East Cleveland, something about him going through some of the struggles, if you know a little more about his story, where he's come from.
Come up tough.
Yes, come up tough. This is the stage, this is the environment, and he's actually the very quarterback with the very mentality that we need for tonight.
That's Obi Stillwell, football fever analyst, former Buckeye linebacker. He'll be here for the next 90 minutes or 2 hours.
Right.
From New Orleans in the Superdome for Obi Stillwell, I'm Clay Hall for the Football Fever.